If you've ever felt stuck or unsure of your next move, this one's for you. Our guest today knows what it takes to turn vision into reality, and she's here to talk life, legacy, and lifting others up along the way. Welcome. Now, Shelly-Ann, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to where you are? You do a lot of strategy work and entrepreneurship.
Yes, I do. I started from a very simple place. It was a place of necessity, actually. I was a working mom and I had a lot of roles and responsibilities. And I looked around and I realized that I was visiting my child's life. I wasn't really present, even though I was present. So that became an issue for me. And I started looking for options. And I saw entrepreneurship as a young girl growing up. It was around me. So I started considering that. And that's where I started with entrepreneurship. I just used the gifts and talents that I had, and I built a performing arts academy.
Wow. Now, speaking of that, building this up, you also came up with a Life by Design framework. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, the Life by Design framework was birthed based on the same need for time and location freedom. So I designed it for my benefit, and then I started teaching it to women. It's really rooted in being able to live the life that you desire, a life that serves you. And when I teach women to build businesses, that is the foundation of the business. The business serves your life design. So everything is built around the life you want to live.
Wonderful. Now, how do you believe teaching Caribbean women and women that have been speaking to you, how this program allows them to succeed?
I've seen women go from broken, sad, hopeless, homeless to successful and thriving using my program. It's a very personal thing for me. It's not just about business. I believe that women want more than money. They want the freedom to live life, to have influence, to impact, and to go out in the world and just be who they are and function in the purpose that they were created for. I think we want more than the ability to pay bills and to fulfill roles with regards to wife and mother and homemaker. We want to be individuals that show up with our individual or unique gifts and talents and value that we could bring to this world.
Now, you talk a lot about building legacy. How do you help some of the people you talk to create their own legacy and work towards that?
We begin with mindset. Everything begins with mindset for me. First, you have to believe that you are capable of creating legacy. Then you have to see the importance and where legacy fits into your life and in the lives of those that will benefit from your legacy. Legacy for me is more than accomplishments. It is about how we show up in the world right now, the examples that we show, the frameworks that we provide. I believe that we should create a blueprint that will help those that's coming behind us to achieve success with less stress, less challenge, with less heartache. And just do it a little bit easier. And with that process, every generation that comes behind us is going to excel and accelerate the growth and the impact of success at a higher level.
Now, what advice would you give to business owners in the Caribbean who, they're putting in that hard work, but they're feeling the struggle and they just need, to know what they should do next after they work on that motivation side?
I believe in ease, not necessarily laziness, but ease. And ease comes with strategy and intention. So I see a lot of women trying to do it all by themselves. So I would say three things to these women. The first thing is educate yourself on how money works. Financial literacy will liberate you. Pay attention to how the money comes in, when it goes out. Pay attention to goals that you are pursuing and how your daily activity or your strategies are aligned with that financial goal. The next thing I will tell them to do is as quickly as possible, begin to outsource and delegate tasks because that's where burnout comes. And that's where stagnation lives. Because if you are tied up with all of the pedantic tasks and daily operational and administrative tasks, you can't operate at a higher strategic level. And that's where you as a creative should be. You should not be bogged down and stagnated and bundled up in the basics of business, even though that's where the sustainability lies.
Right.
But the growth and the development comes from the higher level things. So delegate as quickly as you can, outsource tasks. You don't necessarily have to hire staff in the beginning, but those two steps, and automate as many systems processes as possible, right? Because you will increase productivity by almost 65, some women even 72% with just automation.
Now, I know you have a book or two coming out. Can you tell us what you're hoping readers will take away from them?
I have two books coming out. Life by Design, the Feminine Method, that focuses on the woman and the life that she wants and how she should go about it and how she should make herself a priority in order to elevate and also to be an impact and a value to others. And the other book is an entrepreneurial book that gives 20 insights on how to build a business successfully, all the common mistakes and misconceptions that we have that actually hold us back. So those are the two books that I'm working on right now.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me this morning, Shelly-Ann. It's been great to learn just a little bit more about how you're helping women in the Caribbean. Now, if you're watching and ready to design your own path, this might just be the sign that you needed. We'll be right back after the break.